Whitney. Who's that girl? It's Whitney Reynolds. Oh, she's got a show. Catch it on the weekends. Every single Saturday, right at noon. On Chicago's NBC 5.2.
Hello, Chicago! How are y'all doing? Woo! I can't hear the energy. Are we excited? I'm Whitney Reynolds, host of Weekends with Whitney, and today we've been celebrating our 1-year anniversary on NBC Chicago Nonstop. Woo! Thank you. It's called The South Meets the Midwest, and as some of you might know, I'm from Texas, and so are tonight's performers. Yeah, do we have Texas folks?
You know, when people ask me where she got it from, I tell them definitely her mama.
This is something I've dreamed about since I was a little girl.
You know, we knew that Whitney always had this drive and determination that she was going to be going places just because of just the way she just was out there and enjoyed people and loving life.
When other girls were dressing up as princesses or playing house, I was trying on big red glasses just like Sally Jesse Raphael or pretending to be Jenny Jones.
You know, Whitney would be in the living room with those big red Sally Jesse Raphael glasses on and just having so much fun with the neighborhood, interviewing them and just being herself. I guess you'd say that Whitney just loves people.
In the back of my mind, it was all about progression. I knew that every big talk show host was once a high schooler.
Good morning, Durant. This is Whitney Reynolds.
And I'm Brandon Croft.
And this is Today at Durant High School. Today we will take a look at all the different activities going on around the school on this beautiful Thursday morning.
I went on a high school field trip to New York and decided to make this outing memorable. I was going to convince every major network that they couldn't live without Whitney.
Hey Whitney, it's Jordan, your old friend from Good Morning America. I remember meeting you many, many years ago, even when you were in high school. I knew back then that you were driven and you had what it takes to make it in this business. So congratulations on 1 year of your show. I know you have many more successful years ahead. All the best.
I knew as a 14-year-old I could not get an internship without going to college. I was Baylor bound.
It's time now for tonight's State Farm Women's Update, brought to you by State Farm. The right coverage at the right price. I'm Whitney Reynolds. Baylor volleyball fell 3-1 to 19th ranked Missouri Wednesday night in Columbia.
I officially started my internship at Good Morning America in 2007. I learned from the greatest, and they even put me on air.
And it's just one more way that can help you stay in shape without having to get an expensive membership.
It's a morning fitness party.
Right, and look at you guys. You look completely unflustered.
You're
sweating, I think.
We're all healthy. And through them, it shows you how many to do, the correct form to do them, and it gives you something just to break up the monotony.
If you want to get on the countdown, head on over to trl.mtv.com to cast your vote. And we're here with Whitney here, who just checked out the video. How are you?
I'm very good, and I love the video.
You do love the video.
Yes, it was very romantic in the fact that he's fighting for their relationship.
After my internship, I knew I wanted to be on air, but it was going to be tough. But in the South, they raise us Texas tough. It was time for me to become a reporter and producer, so I moved to Dallas, worked in a nearby market, and then 2 months later, they moved me up to morning anchor at the age of 21.
We're all here at Best Buy in Sherman. It's been a relatively calm morning. However, if things get out of hand, they do have a security officer here on site.
In 2009, I moved to the Windy City chasing dreams, but did not have a job. I started Weekends with Whitney. At that time, it was just an online talk show. Are you doing special design packages for these families? If they're saying, okay, I have a family of 3, I want to be able to go to some museums, do a nice hotel. By the end of my first year, I got a set, you can see it right here, a passionate crew, and even got picked up by NBC Chicago Nonstop.
Whitney. Who's that girl? It's Whitney Reynolds. Oh, she's got a show. Catch it on the weekends. Every single Saturday, right at noon. On Chicago's NBC 5.2.
Great talk show hosts have come from Chicago, and this city has proved that it can handle a nationwide show. I love here on Weekends with Whitney that we use our platform to always make a difference. I don't know what the next few years will bring, but it is upward and onward for us here at W3, and I believe I'm here to stay. I even have a 312 area code.
Coming up next, the party continues. You're watching Weekends with Whitney's 1-year anniversary show.
The Weekends with Whitney 1 Year Anniversary is brought to you by SmileActives Advanced Tooth Whitening Pen. Ever wonder what makes me smile? Dr. Wolf and the team behind SmileActives have found the way. It is as easy as it gets. No mess, no pain, no sensitivity, no trace. Hassle-free tooth whitening from the leaders who invented the industry. Starting in May, you can take the SmileActives Challenge to see if you can brighten your smile 7 shades in 7 days. For more information on SmileActives, visit weekendswithwhitney.com.
Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. Today we are here at Joe's Bar on Weed Street. We are having just a fantastic time with a show titled The South Meets the Midwest. Now in the first segment you got to see where I come from. I went to Texas, to New York, back to Texas, and now I'm here in Chicago and here to stay. I'm so glad that we are celebrating our 1 year on NBC Chicago nonstop. Now, what would this event be if we weren't dressed for the occasion? So if we're talking about the South, we need to look country, and that's where MB Sells Western Wear is outfitting me for today's big event. Welcome to the set, Kathy Alman.
Thank you, Whitney.
Yeah, look at what you guys did to me. I feel like I am back in the South.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me what you have me in.
You have a pair of distressed leather Cuban heeled boots with a nice cowboy riding hat, so you're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
So ready to ride the bull.
Oh, ready to ride the bull. That's one thing that we don't have on this show that we're
Yes,
missing. We need that in our party room. I love it. So I'm feeling very country. And MB Sells Western Wear is right in Ashland, which I think sometimes people think of Western wear, you have to go to the South, but it's right here in Chicago.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
we're located here in Chicago.
Perfect. Okay, so we're actually going to have many more people model for us. Let's bring down our first model. Who do we have
We
here?
have Samantha coming down.
Ooh,
with a,
Samantha, give us a
Yes.
yeehaw, honey.
She has a pair of fringe boots accompanied with an orange, rock orange actually, shirt, cowboy shirt with a palm hat. And she's very nice looking,
I love
right?
it. She is so cute. Can you give us a little spin, hun? Oh yeah, rock those boots. I'm telling you, Whitney Jr. right there. Good job.
Thank
you
you,
look so
Samantha.
great. I love it. Now, here's her little boyfriend.
Yes, we have Ruben coming down the line here.
Ay caramba, Ruben.
Ruben, he has a played-back urban shirt accompanied with alligator tail boots. So very nice boots going there, right?
love.
In green,
Yeah, show us
so very spring-like.
Wonderful.
With
Give us a little turn.
Wrangler denim jeans and short-brimmed cowboy hat. So he's looking very nice.
Now, Ruben, do you think you can dance? We're going to learn how to dance later. You don't think you can give me a shimmy and shake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good job,
Thank you, Ruben.
Okay, who do we have next?
We have Gloria coming here, sexy and red, like I had mentioned to
And I was
you
going to say,
earlier.
You're not supposed to show up the host, honey.
Right?
Looking very good. I
Yeah,
love
so-
that outfit. That's a nice evening time.
Yes.
You know, you
yeah.
can throw on some jeans with the same kind of outfit. It looks great.
Very comfy.
Oh, yeah. And look at that hat. What kind of hat is that?
This is a French palm hat.
It is just beautiful.
Yes,
what a
it's
wonderful
beautiful.
color.
Yes,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It accents the red really well.
So she has accompanied with some exotic, nice-looking, sexy boots right there.
Ooh, love 'em.
High-heeled, yes.
High-heeled boots. You know what? That's one thing that you forget. Sometimes when you think of boots, you don't always think necessarily the high heel, and it looks great.
Everything is different. You're ready to dance right there with your Cuban heel, and she has a stiletto. So
I have a Cuban heel.
You have a Cuban heel.
Woo,
Yes,
and then
you
a
do.
stiletto heel.
Yes.
Wow, I love it. Thank you, Gloria.
So thank you, Gloria.
Looking good. Now, you guys have tons of boots.
Yes, we do. We have wide selections of boots, and for every type of
any type of event, you have
Yes,
a boot
exactly.
for it. I'm telling you, I was there. Tons of boots. Who's our next model?
Next is Sergio. Here he comes.
With a bang. Look at him.
Yes.
Sergio, how you feeling?
He has he has a plaid cowboy shirt on, looking very sexy there.
Now he's winking when he's doing that turn. I saw it.
And he has a pair of Levi's 501. So if you're interested, look at how sexy that looks, and it's just straight cut leg.
Now, I hear you keep saying sexy. Let's talk about this. Is cowboy western wear supposed to be really sexy?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
But it can also be really fun. You can dress
Yes.
it down, dress it up. I think that's one thing we're learning about all these different looks that
Correct.
we saw, is you can have a fun look. I feel like today, would you say my look is more fun?
Yes, it's more fun. We
Okay,
have
but
a
the-
wide selection. We have for the Western cowboy, we just have for the urban cowboy. So there's a wide selection. There's not only one type of cowboy. Don't take it as is they're only one style. There's
yeah,
no,
you can kind of make your own cowgirl or cowboy style however you want to. I know when I was there, I tried on several outfits, and this is what we ended up with, and I've been having so much fun wearing it today. Let's bring back out the models. Let's look at them one more time. Good job, guys. Looking good. I feel like we couldn't have picked out some better models than what we have right here. Absolutely love the look. Look at the kiddos. And look at their age range. It goes all the way across. I mean, you can fit almost anybody.
We have children selection, and we have youth, and we also have adults. So whoever, whatever.
Where is MB Sells Western Wear located?
Yes, we're located at 918 North Ashland, and we've been there since 1961. So you'll always find us there, hopefully for a long time. It's family owned and operated.
Family owned and operated.
Correct.
I think that deserves a yeehaw right there. 1961, a staple here in Chicago. I'm so glad that you guys dressed me for today. I'm sure most of you are wondering where exactly Joe's Bar and where we've been at and why we picked this place. Coming up next, we are going to talk all about Joe's Bar and why it's a country staple here in Chicago. We'll be right back.
This segment is brought to you by Weekends with Whitney's official print provider, Cushing Company. From the largest event printing needs to our W3 tickets and banners, Cushing has always stood up to the challenge. Family tradition since 1929, Cushing is a local company with global reach. Think of Cushing as your go-to source in Chicago and the world to deliver what you need every time.
Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. And now that we are all gussied up for the big day, we want to introduce you to Joe's, which is where we're taping. Joe's Bar here on Weed Street could not be a better venue for the South Meets the Midwest, our anniversary taping. I'm so excited to have you here. Tom DeSanto and Tommy V. We have both the Toms. I'm just surrounded by Toms.
Two Toms.
Two Toms. Now you're actually one of the owners here.
I am.
And you've helped develop this space out. It's like every time I come here, there is something new and wonderful about Joe's, yet you still get the rustic old. I love it.
We do a lot. We've done a lot of things here over the past. We've been here for 15 years.
15 years.
We started out kind of as a sports bar slash live music place, but then we really we knew that live music was where we wanted to be.
Absolutely.
And then after about 5 years of kind of slugging it out and struggling a little bit, we decided to get in the country music scene.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so why country? Was it that you saw the need here? I mean, you guys are the country venue for Chicago.
We've done pretty well with it, but it was, we had a lot of bumps along the way. It wasn't as easy as a lot of people think. And we've done it for 10 years. We started doing country 9 years ago. And we really loved the music to start with.
Right.
And we started out and we had little acts, and then we got a few bigger acts, and we just helped develop them and do what we could do here, and people really, there was a need for it in the city.
Yeah, I mean, there really is. That's why whenever I moved here, coming from Dallas, I was always familiar with Billy Bob's and some fun places like that, and everyone kept saying, okay, go to Joe's. Go to Joe's. And it took me literally a year to come here. And then once I stepped in here, I'm like, I am home. That's how I felt. I said, okay, this is great.
Yeah, it's funny because people come here and they're excited about the country music. And like, well, we've been doing this for 9.5 years.
Right.
So it's fun when we have new people that have never seen our place in action. And
I love it. And I can always hear the yeehaws and the come on y'all and all that kind of stuff right down here. It's so much fun. And actually, you guys serve food, you do all sorts of stuff, and you still have the sports bar theme. Whenever basketball season, you pull down the screens and you're seeing basketball games everywhere.
Yeah, we're pretty, we can change the place, the look of the place pretty well.
Yeah.
So we still, we do the sports as good as we can do it, but live music is kind of where we're really,
absolutely,
we really enjoy.
Well, that's what I want to get to with Tommy V over here. You guys actually have, I love how I say we, now I'm part of the Joe's team.
That's great.
Yeah, so we actually have a new barbecue, brisket. What are we talking about here? We got new menu.
We have a new menu with, we use brisket from Texas style brisket. We have barbecue pork, pulled pork shoulder. We do ribs, chicken.
And that is what you do.
That's where I come in. I was a competition barbecuer for about 15 years, good friends with Tommy, and we just put our forces together, and now we have what goes better with country music than a cold beer and a big slab of ribs, right?
I love it. I know, absolutely. And I mean, I wish there was smell-o-vision because I am smelling the brisket all over you right now, Tommy V.
Oh, yeah.
So why did you decide to change a little bit, tweak the menu a little bit?
We thought there was a need for it in the city as well. Nobody in the city really did barbecue. There just wasn't that many places. There was a few barbecue rib places. But when we started getting the country music and a lot of our acts, and a lot of our Texas acts, they inquired about it, and we thought, well, this would be a great idea to do something to make them feel at home.
Absolutely. So where do you barbecue?
We got a Jedmaster smoker. If people that know smokers, it's the #1 smoker in the world, I believe, and it's one I use in contests. So we got it parked out back and on our trailer, and
I
got it full of meat. If you'd like to take a look at it,
we will. We are going to take a look at that for sure, and my little mouth will take a bite of that.
Excellent. I got plenty for you. You and everybody.
I can't wait to try it. What's your favorite kind of barbecue dish to cook?
My favorite is ribs, and if anybody out there likes ribs, you got to come to Joe's on Weed Street because we make the best ribs in the city.
And why is that? What makes it the best?
Just slow smoked. It's a perfect marriage of meat and smoke and seasonings and barbecue sauce, and when you get it all right, you got it all right, and you know it.
It's ordained. I love it. Okay,
that's
wonderful.
Wait till you try it.
I can't wait to take a big bite of that. Right. Last but not least, you're opening up a new roof deck eventually. Like, what is going on? I see all this construction things going on.
I apologize for the noise. We got a little construction project going in our former outdoor space. What we're doing is we're kind of partnering with the off-track bedding facility across the street. They're coming in. They're taking over part of our outdoor space that used to be. It's going to be enclosed. And then we're going to build a rooftop deck on top of that, which is going to be kind of a garden rooftop deck of some sort.
Fancy.
We're still kind of getting our feet on it. So
I love it. I'm so glad.
It'll be pretty neat when it's done.
This is going to be great. We'll have to come back and showcase it.
Hopefully.
Ribs on the roof.
Ribs on the roof. We got it. Okay, we're going to raise the roof for that one. Okay, guys, coming up more. We have so much of the South meets the Midwest coming up. You won't want to go away. We'll be right back.
The Weekends with Whitney 1 Year Anniversary special was filmed live from Chicago's famous Joe's on Weed Street. From live music to the whole new barbecue menu, Joe's has it all. This is a true destination for Chicagoans and tourists alike, not to mention some of the top music acts in the world. Planning a private party? Joe's is the perfect choice. Whether it's a corporate event or a surprise birthday party, Joe's has the perfect room for you. Joe's can accommodate parties of 15 all the way to 2,000 guests, not to mention one awesome W3 anniversary. For more information, visit joesbar.com and tell them Whitney sent you.
Hello, welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and today we are here at Joe's Bar, taping the South meets the Midwest, and I am joined by another Southerner. We are comfortable up here because we understand the yeehaws and yawing that's going on.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Honk, you know.
Yeah. Now, Sarah Grunberg, I'm sure most of you at home are lowering your glasses right now, wondering how you know her. Well, it's because of Top Chef. Tell us about your experience with Top Chef.
Well, Top Chef Texas was great. I mean, I've always wanted to do it, and this was the 10th or the 9th season, and so it was just kind of like, oh my gosh, you know, can I do this? Can I do this?
Of course you can.
When I heard that it was in Texas, I thought this was meant to be.
This is meant to be, and why was it meant to be? Because you are from the South as well.
I'm born and raised Houston, Texas, and you know, I love Texas cuisine, Texas culture, Texas people, but now I'm in love with Chicago.
That is what is great. I know for me, now that I'm in Chicago, I'm here to stay, but I love being raised in the South because we do have that appreciation for this food that's spicy and makes our ears burn, yet we know how to fry and all that kind of stuff. So
I agree.
That's why when we were working on a cooking segment, we couldn't think of anybody other than you coming on. You did great on Top Chef too. You're a runner-up.
I was, yes, runner-up out of 29 chefs.
29 chefs, and she was a runner-up. We have her here, but you also work locally as well as a chef.
Yes, I'm the chef at Spiaggia Restaurant, which is the only 4-star Italian restaurant in Chicago.
4 stars, let's do it. Yeah, let's get to town, let's get to chopping. We are making salsa?
Well, yes, salsa, and I like to make a base salsa, which is kind of like a pico de gallo, which is right here.
So this is the base salsa?
Yes, and then what's great about the recipe is you basically can then make other salsas from that.
Oh, you know you're an expert when you can start with a base salsa and then add to it.
Why not? I mean, that's really what I do. I think about like when I want to have like a barbecue for my friends and family, make one thing and then turn it into a few different things. It's just much easier.
Absolutely. So this is actually the base, and you went ahead and made the guac and another salsa.
And an asparagus orange salsa, which is kind of different.
Fancy.
So the diced tomatoes, these are vine ripe tomatoes. And you know, it's a better tomato because they're ripened on the vine, not in like a cooler with these gases added to it so that they taste weird.
That's what I was going to ask you about the vine. I know whenever I'm at the grocery store, I try to be fancier, but I mean, is there something to be said whenever it says vine, or if you go to your local farmer's market?
Farmer's market tomatoes in Chicago, I think, are some of the best. And that season starts about July.
Yeah, we are gearing up for the farmer's market.
Yes,
I love it, right in my
yes.
neighborhood. So you cut, now what is it? Is this another kind of tomato?
That's yellow tomato.
Ooh,
so I'm doing 3 kinds of tomato.
Okay, so 3 types of tomatoes. I didn't even know there was such thing as a yellow tomato. I love it. And then this is sun-dried tomato?
Sun-dried tomato, kind of bringing in my Houston, Southern, Italian mix.
Now, are you Italian?
Salsa. I'm not. I wish I was.
Oh, but you kind of are an honorary Italian.
I hope so.
Yeah, you know how to cook all the wonderful dishes.
So white onion, and this is, I think, one of those important things. In Mexico, they use only white onion.
Why is
that? A lot of
that?
people add like red onion, yellow onion. It's just what they prefer. I think it has a little bit more of a sweetness when it's eaten raw.
Yes.
A little crunch.
I love it.
So you're gonna mix all that, and then the key here is put whatever you like in there. If you don't like cilantro, don't put cilantro. If you don't like onion, don't put onion. But I think it needs kind of all of those things.
Yeah, I like beans. Well, you wouldn't put beans in your salsa.
Yeah, you can put black beans.
Beans in the salsa.
Why not?
Maybe not here right now, but whenever I get home, watch out. I love it. So you're adding
Do you
right
like
now.
it spicy?
I do. I love the spice. I really do.
This is a serrano pepper.
Ooh.
And a trick here, I like to smell it. It smells a little spicy, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it makes my eyes water just
so
taking
that's
a
how
whiff.
you know how hot it is.
Oh my goodness.
Because if not, then you're like, you make this big batch and you're like, I can't even eat it because it's too hot.
So this is the bit, and then what is this right here? A little bit
garlic.
A little garlic.
And I like to put it on the microplane.
Wow, and this actually, this is the salsa right here.
That's it right there,
Oh
yes.
wow, I'm gonna take a little bite.
Get in there.
I
A little
know.
bit of lime juice, and let it marinate. You know, put a little salt and pepper in there. The key thing is to make it, I think, that day up, but just let it marinate a few.
You are so talented when it comes
Stir it
to
up.
salsa.
Look at how pretty.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have so much fun on the commercial break eating this up.
I agree.
I love it. So this is the base, and you're able to add to it. What did you do with the guacamole? You just took that base that we just made, added a few avocados?
Yes, that base, a little bit of avocado, and I put a little bit more chopped white onion in there, just because I like that crunch of the sweeter kind of onion. And then this one is an asparagus and orange.
Ooh.
So did you know that it's asparagus season right now?
I do not. You're teaching me all sorts of new things.
So I think that Michigan and Illinois is known for some great asparagus. These are from McCluke Farm. They're now available at the Green Market.
Oh my goodness.
I just grilled these, chopped them up, and a little bit of orange segments into that one.
Wow. Now you did not comment on this awesome apron I have right here. It's made by one of my favorite interns. I tell you, they have just been spoiling me all day long with this anniversary show. And what do we have here? We have the intern that actually made this, Mimi. What is this?
This, I heard that you love strawberries.
Love strawberries.
So this is a strawberry tart.
Oh, like a little anniversary tart.
From me.
Oh my goodness, thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
What a doll. She is sweeter than sugar. That's how we say it in the South. Get ready, guys. Coming up next, we are gonna break down more of my wonderful favorite things here in Chicago. We'll be right back.
The Weekends with Whitney 1 Year Anniversary is brought to you by SmileActives Advanced Tooth Whitening Pen. Ever wonder what makes me smile? Dr. Wolf and the team behind SmileActives have found the way. It is as easy as it gets. No mess, no pain, no sensitivity, no trace. Hassle-free tooth whitening from the leaders who invented the industry. Starting in May, you can take the SmileActives Challenge to see if you can brighten your smile 7 shades in 7 days. For more information on SmileActives, visit weekendswithwhitney.com.
Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. Today we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary on NBC Chicago nonstop. We've been taking a look at where I've come from. We've made Texas dishes because I am from the South. So today's whole show is all about the South meets the Midwest. With that, we all know that a show, you have to have something that you stand behind. And one thing here at Weekends with Whitney is we love Project Hugs, and that's where Dr. Hrywnak comes in. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Whitney. How are you?
I am good. I'm so glad you're here, and we're going to come back and talk about Project Hugs. But we also have Dr. Wolf to my right. I'm surrounded by medical attention.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so we're going to get to how you're teaming up with Project Hugs.
That's correct.
So first of all, let's find out a little bit about Project Hugs. Now, when were you guys originated?
We started in Chicago about a year ago, and we came up with the name HUGS, which stands for Helping Uninsured Get Surgery.
Wow, I love that. That is one thing. Like growing up, I had a grandfather that was an orthodontist, and every summer he went over to Africa and helped kids that could not
get their teeth fixed otherwise. And so he would do that every summer. So whenever I found out about Project Hugs, it was something that I was like, we have to stand behind.
Yeah, and that's great. And we really appreciate you being involved with us, because there's a major segment of the population that doesn't have insurance. They need surgical procedures. And here we're based in Chicago, and there's enough people in the Cook County area, Midwest area, who need surgery to get back to their normal lifestyle. And we're happy that you're a part of this.
Well, why was it started? Was there a personal story that you saw or you heard of?
Yes, I own a surgical center here in Chicago, and a lot of patients who could use the surgery don't qualify because their insurance ran out or their deductibles are high, and we figured, well, we have the staff, we have 160 doctors affiliated with us, so why not reach out to the community, and those who need a procedure done to get them back to work, we'll do it for them.
Wow, so you've been going for a year now. What is your favorite story of someone you've been able to help?
It's a little boy that wanted to play football, and his parents' insurance ran out, and he needed a hernia done, and they applied through the website, and he got fixed, and now he's playing football, and that's a great success story.
That is awesome, and that would make anyone smile, and that is exactly where you come in, Dr. Wolf. You know, I always say on the show that you make me smile. You've worked a lot on getting the smile white. You have a product, show it.
SmileActives, it's a teeth whitening pen.
It's a teeth whitening pen, and you actually have a thing called 7 shades in 7 days.
That's right. In a clinical trial, we saw that a number of patients could actually achieve that kind of whiteness in only 7 days.
Now, how is this teaming up with Project Hugs? Because you both are some of my favorite people, but we're actually doing a challenge here on Weekends with Whitney.
That's correct, and the details will be on your website. It's going to go through the month of May. And so people can go to the website and see how to sign up and get involved. And a portion of the proceeds are going to go to Project Hugs.
A portion of the proceeds, and hopefully we can achieve that. 7 shades in 7 days. I know I've already been using it 4 days, and I can see a drastic difference.
I need my sunglasses on right now, Whitney. Your smile is so white and radiant.
I love it. And what a great thing. SmileActives is going strong. You can go to weekendswithwhitney.com, and it's so easy to use. You can literally just apply it wherever you are.
That's exactly it. It's an on-the-go product. It's basically it's a twist, brush, and smile. It's that simple.
Wow, that is awesome. I know that when our party kicks off a little later here, our anniversary party, we're going to be giving those pins away. We can't wait to see everyone just smiling away.
It's going to be a white night at Joe's here.
It is going to be so much fun. Thank you so much for doing that. I can't wait to see how much we're able to get back to Project Hugs. Now, with that being said, where do you want to go in the future? Do you want to go?
We're going national.
We're going national.
We have hospitals throughout the United States who've contacted us who want to become part of Hugs, and it's great that it originated here in Chicago. We have great doctors, great surgeons on our staff, and the more the merrier, because people could use the service.
I love that. Now, where can people find out more about you?
They can get on the website, which is projecthugs.org, read about us, see what we do, learn about our doctors, and if they want to contribute, they're welcome to contribute, because every dollar goes for patient care.
That is wonderful. I love that. I love the story about the kid playing football. He's smiling away. Thank you so much for giving back as well to Project Hugs. I am so excited about that. Now, where can people find out more about you, Dr. Wolf?
SmileActives.com.
SmileActives.com or weekendswithwhitney.com.
Or weekendswithwhitney.com.
You got it. Well, thank you both so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I am surrounded just by love, guys. I am absolutely adoring this show. Coming up next, we are going to kick our boots. Literally, we are going to learn how to line dance. You won't want to miss it.
Weekends with Whitney is proud to work with our official charity, Project Hugs, to help uninsured get surgery. In a time of economic uncertainty and legislative reform, far too many individuals and families are unsafely living without health insurance. Basic care, quality of life treatment, and surgical procedures remain out of reach for thousands who are in desperate need of such aid. Join me and Project Hugs as we bring much-needed surgical care to deserving families and individuals without insurance. For more information on Project Hugs, go to weekendswithwhitney.com.
Hello and welcome back to the South Meets the Midwest, a special W3 anniversary taping. Welcome, we're so glad you're with us today. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. We just got introduced to one of my favorite not-for-profits here. I'm so excited that you got to see them and get to find out what they're all about. We are now here with Country Pat, who's going to teach us a little number. What are you teaching us?
It's called the skip.
Ooh, the skip.
Yeah, it's a simple little dance that you can do to almost any style of music.
Okay.
There's, you know, for people that are not necessarily into country, you can do it to rock and roll.
Now, how did you get the name Country Pat?
That's a really long story. From one of the bars I used to go to, There's a lot of people that had the same name, so there's more than one Pat.
Oh,
you know.
so you became the Country Pat.
Right. So one guy named Mike, he was a garbage man, so he was City Mike.
Oh, City
And we had
Mike.
Mailman Mike, you know, so I was Country Pat.
Country
Yeah,
Pat. I
right.
thought maybe it was because of the shirt you wear around.
No, that came later.
Okay, so you do all sorts of classes. Tell us about where you're located.
Well, I teach at Dance Center Chicago. It's on the
Dance
north
Center
side.
of Chicago.
Right, it's on the north side. It's on Lincoln and Byron.
Okay.
It's 3868 North Lincoln Avenue. And I also teach all over the state and other states.
And
in
you
the
always
Midwest.
teach country western dancing?
Yeah, I teach country western. I've been doing it. I started my first class in 1990.
I have to say, a way
So-
to win over my heart is when a guy asks me to two-step. I tell you, every time.
Telling you.
Yeah. So you're teaching us the skip.
Yeah.
Let's break it down real quick.
Okay.
Oh, and then I want to make note that Sarah, she is joining us, the top chef that just taught us to make salsa. She's joining us in this segment as well. And we have your wonderful dancers.
And Marianne and Michael.
Okay. Let's start breaking this down.
Okay, it's a very simple pattern, and everything is it's in 4 counts. It's in blocks of 4. So you're going to start with the grapevine going to the left. So we're going to step left. We're going to cross behind with the right, step out on the left, and scuff. That's your first 4 counts.
Okay.
Now we're going to grapevine to the right, but on third step, we're going to turn to the right.
Ooh,
and scuff.
fancy. Okay.
So we're going to step right, cross behind, turn right, scuff. Now we're doing a move called a step, slide, step. After you scuff, you're going to step forward on the left, slide the right, step forward on the left. Now here's the tricky part. You're going to scuff the right and turn all the way around. Okay, now as soon as that right foot comes down, we're going to do that step, slide, step move again. So we're going to step forward on the right, slide the left, step forward on the right, scuff the left. Step down on the left, scuff the right. Step down on the right, scuff the left. Then we start over. Go right into your grapevine from there.
Ooh,
That's all there is
okay,
to it.
we're ready to do it. Are you guys ready to try it with music? Yeah. Okay, let's
Good
try it with the
timing,
music. Hit it, TJ.
All right, I'll call out 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go. Good move. I like that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go a little quicker.
With a hangover, he kissed his wife good morning. And through bloodshot eyes, it sits
Gotta get
through
this in sync,
Sunday
guys.
school.
1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3,
While I'm
scuff.
asleep,
1, 2, 3,
he's
4.
singing
Left behind, left, scuff. Right behind, turn, scuff. 1, 2, 3,
Praying
turn.
for
1,
the
2,
lost
3,
and
scuff.
lonely
Scuff,
fools.
scuff, and left behind, left. Right behind, turn, scuff. No, do the other left.
I'm a bad
So much fun.
to a good man.
Now, I love that. That was wonderful. Thank you. I love it. We kind of look like a bunch of crazies moving around and
When
everything.
you add beer, it comes out a lot better.
Okay.
You don't care as much. You know?
Absolutely. Well, I love it. I feel like we got the hang of it. Real quick, I want to teach one more dance. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to team up real quick. So, yeah, let's team up. You two, come here. Country Pat.
Okay.
We're going to teach everyone at home. Guys, scoot over here. I know y'all know how to do this. We're going to teach everyone at home the basic two-step. So let's do that real quick.
All right.
Oh.
There's 2 different ways of posture. The polite way, when you don't know the woman, hand goes on the shoulder. Give me a hand. Her hand just rests on yours.
Keep your hand on my shoulder.
This is how you drive. This is your standard country hold.
Okay.
This is your standard redneck hold.
Wow.
You don't want to do that though. So this is more of a polite if you don't know the person. You doing Texas? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just 2 steps back, 1 step back, right?
No, it's quick, slow as you count.
Okay.
4 counts. You're going back on your right. Gentlemen or leaders are going to go forward on the left.
Okay.
So all you're doing is quick, slow. Quick, slow.
Wow.
Quick, slow. Quick, slow.
Let's hit it again, DJ.
Quick, slow. Quick, slow. Quick,
We
slow.
hope everyone at home is just having a blast, 2-stepping away to the music. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Country Pat. Guys, coming up next, we have so much more. Don't go away.
I am honored to serve on the host committee for a safe haven run to end homelessness. You're invited to the 2nd annual 5K run to end homelessness to help transform lives from homelessness to self-sufficiency with pride and purpose. The run will take place at beautiful Douglas Park in Chicago on July 15th and will be followed by a Live Aid concert. This is the nation's largest run to end homelessness, and you can join the Weekends with Whitney team at the finish line. If you would like sponsorship information or are interested in running as an individual or team, go to the Weekends with Whitney website for all the details.
Hello, welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and I am joined by some Texas love and songwriters and performers. I'm loving having y'all in here. How are you doing?
Pretty good, thank you.
We have Kevin Fowler and Roger Krager. Welcome. I'm so excited. I got my boots on. I didn't have my cowboy hat.
You got your country girl thing happening.
You know, coming from Dallas, I love whenever my fellow Texans come up here, so it's so much fun to have y'all up here.
We get your little Texas fix tonight,
Yeah, I know. It's so much fun. So I know last year we had Eli Young Band on, and I remember jamming out to them in high school, and they were like, oh man, we're old. And I was like, I've been a fan of y'all's for a long time. But same with both of you. I know I was talking to you on the commercial break about being at Baylor and listening to one of your songs back in 04.
04, is that right? I was about 19 years old. Kevin and I are much
he's got funny math.
Much younger than the EYB guys. For sure.
Are you now?
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
So let's talk about Texas country. Do you write your own songs?
Yes.
You do, and you do too.
I do.
I know your dad told me that, earlier today. He was like, he writes all of them. So how do you come up with your...
Well, Kevin and I wrote one that's on my record called Shreveport to New Orleans. Kind of an old, like a New Orleans jazz kind of thing. It's the only song I've ever written like that, and Kevin and I wrote that together.
You wrote it together, so you guys are buddies?
Sang as a duet.
Oh yeah, we've been running the same circle since 2000 or so.
He keeps trying to get me to go deer hunting, and I keep trying to get him to go fishing in the Gulf of Mexico.
I'm afraid I'll get sick. You know, what motion sickness? I don't want to throw up on this boat.
So we wind up, all we do is write songs and drink beer together. We don't hunt or fish.
Well, is that how you come up with your songs? Is when you're drinking and having a good time, hunting? Is that how you come up with your songs?
Mine, I just try to take out a real life or something I see or something I hear somebody say.
That's what I think is so cool about country music, is there's so many songs that I listen to, and I can just, it's something that, like, almost every aspect pertains to something in my life. And so that's what I think a lot of the rock songs are missing, is like country really speaks the soul. I mean, do you agree?
Oh yeah, but country is definitely more lyrically oriented, and the words have to actually make sense, Sometimes I'll hear a rock song and be like, what the heck did he just...
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Put my hands up.
Texas.
Yeah, that is true. And so where do you get most of your inspiration for writing?
Well, I get them from all different places. I mean, it could be driving down the road and seeing a sign, or, I mean, every song has its own origin. Every song has its own inspiration, and sometimes you just sit there and kind of force your brain to think until you come up with one. Some of the best songs are that way, some of the worst ones are. But, I don't. I mean, we were talking about drinking and that, man, I cannot do that. I can't drink beer and write songs.
No way. You're like, I really
I've got to sit down and be real serious about it.
Yeah, I love that. So, songs about love. Do you have a certain, I mean, you're married, right? Mm-hmm. You have a girl that comes to mind, or your wife, hopefully. Hopefully. When you're writing it.
Hopefully she can't see this back in Texas, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, she's one of your inspirations for love songs.
Oh, yeah, and I've got 3 daughters, and I use them. I've got 2 songs about my daughters. One's on the new record, it's called Daddies and Daughters, which is just, I think when it's released as a single, it's going to be one of those wedding songs that everybody plays.
Oh, I love that. So are you going to be playing it tonight?
Probably not tonight. Tonight we're going to be more rocking out.
Woo! Okay, we can't wait to get that going, but that's going to be fun. So that's a Daddies and Daughters one. I mean, that sounds so sweet. You're right whenever you say the wedding songs. A lot of people love that. It's going back to country music where it means a lot. I heard you singing about love during the warm-up. Who gives you your inspiration? Mr. Krager?
Was it about, was it Love Ain't What This Song's
about? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a new song on my new record.
I'm loving it. I'm already smitten for it.
That was one of those where I sat down with a guy named Chris Hennessy in Nashville, and we just like force ourselves to write a song. And sometimes I told you they're awful, and sometimes they're wonderful. And that one I think turned out wonderful. And I hate letting you and your viewers behind the curtain here and see how this happens. I want people to think that it's just from the heart, that it was something that it just cut me and it bled out onto this song.
You were thinking about Weekends with Whitney. You were like, oh, that girl.
It was like, hey, let's hurry up and finish this because lunch is in an hour. We need to get out of here.
So you were singing about barbecue.
We were singing about barbecue, yeah.
Your tummy was rumbling. That's funny. I know whenever I listen to new country songs and it's about love, I'm always like, oh, they wrote it for me. If only they knew me, So I think every girl does that. They always think that every song is written for them. Yeah. So you guys, how long have you been playing?
Probably 20 years or so.
20 years. How about you?
15.
15. So where do you want to go? I know some people are like, I'm not going to sell out. Like, what are the plans?
When I grow up? What do I want to do?
When you grow up?
Well, that's a good question. You know, I mean, sometimes you feel like a passenger on the roller coaster, and you just do, you know, just enjoy the ride. Other times you feel like you're driving the train, and it's kind of everywhere in between for me. And I hope we wind up somewhere cool. He's a lot smarter than me. He drives the train most of the time.
He is choo-chooing.
I think, you know, people always say, you know, man, when you make it big, what are you gonna, you know, there's when you make it, you know, I think to me making it is really, you don't need to be on TV every day to have made it. To me, making it is that for 12 years I haven't had a job, and I've been able to write songs, make a great living, and play them for people that appreciate them. I think that is my true meaning of success. So I feel very successful that I get to ride around on a bus 300 days a year and write songs. So I think I've made it. A lot of people say, like, when you make it, it's like, I'm happy. I don't know where else to go.
My last TV interview, they asked almost the opposite question, was when did you get your lucky break?
I love that.
Oh my God.
Still waiting on it.
Yeah, I haven't ever had a lucky break, I guess.
Oh, I disagree. I've been listening to both of y'all for a long time, and I'm so glad that you're here in Chicago. Where can people find out more about you?
Well, you can Google me, RogerCrager.com, C-R-E-A-G-E-R, and if you can't find it, go to KevinFowler.com and click on the link.
I'll find you a link. Yeah, no, we're high-tech rednecks now. We got Twitter, we got Facebook.
Oh, yeah, y'all were tweeting away, I know.
And so, you know, you can follow me, be my friend online, or KevinFowler.com.
They can do it all, I know. Isn't it funny how people can know all of our moves?
And you don't even have to go to the record store to buy it anymore. Just go to iTunes. You know, it's so easy. Isn't that great? Think about the old days when you drive around town all day trying to buy a record. Now you just
immediately. You know, yes, I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on today, and I can't wait to get playing, guys. Coming up next, that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to listen to these fine young gents just play and rock us out. We'll be right back.
The Weekends with Whitney 1 year anniversary is brought to you by SmileActives Advanced Tooth Whitening Pen. Ever wonder what makes me smile? Dr. Wolf and the team behind SmileActives have found the way. It is as easy as it gets. No mess, no pain, no sensitivity, no trace. Hassle-free tooth whitening from the leaders who invented the industry. Starting in May, you can take the SmileActives Challenge to see if you can brighten your smile 7 shades in 7 days. For more information on SmileActives, visit weekendswithwhitney.com.
They fight like hell. Well, it depends on how you turn around.
at Joe's on Weed Street. I'm so thankful for all my Chicago family, people that I call friends and family. Watch out, I have a knife. We are gonna cut this cake. It's just been fabulous. What a year, guys. For more info on the show, go to weekendswithwhitney.com. Thank you so much. As we move onward and forward, I look forward to all of you going with us. Until next weekend, make sure to watch. We'll see you right back here next Saturday and Sunday. Thank you, guys. Woo.